Chapter 147. Outside Misty Mountain, Xiao Ling and one of her lower-level vampires are flying as fast as the wind. At this time, the lower-level guy reports recent news that Luo has publicly revealed the truth about the essence of life. Luo has also broken the alliance with the high-level leader of his country, even self-proclaimed king. It is true to the prediction of the divine tree, for the sake of interest, humans are willing to tear each other's faces without resorting to any means. Xiaoling said nothing, just threw a bottle full of life essence to the lower-level guy and said, "Give you 5 drops, and 10 drops, to recruit stronger ones." Hearing this, the lower-level guy was overjoyed. A weird smile on his face, because this reward is invaluable, truly a generous mistress, different from a wealthy family. In the excitement, the vampire guy said, "Miss, it's time for our organization to have a name." Xiao Ling was silent, then she had an answer. "Call it the Dark Organization." "Oh, it sounds villainous." And so, under a bewitching full moon night, the Dark Organization, specializing in dividing humanity, serving the ultimate interest for Misty Mountain, was born. Since the news about the essence of life leaked out, thousands of strong people have come to Misty Mountain to seek opportunities. They regard Misty Mountain as a holy land, where everyone can receive the grace of the gods and transform into powerful beings. But a large number of weak people also flocked in. Of course, they were blocked and destroyed by the mutant beasts at the foot of the mountain. This is a superhuman squad of humanity. They are being attacked by fog beasts. These people seem to be powerless. They don't know how to destroy these monsters. Clearly they are immortal. Just disperse and recombine in the blink of an eye. Divine Flower and Tian Cam are on a high ground observing the outermost defense line. Divine Flower saw the efforts of those people. She also had some doubts. Why is that? Clearly they are afraid of us, but still committed to coming. Tian Cam asked, "What's next? Are those who have overcome the fog beast considered to meet the standards?" Divine Flower refused. "No, under the Transcendent Second Order are not allowed. Moreover, we have to see what they bring. Is it enough to satisfy us?" "This is the command of the Divine Tree." Tian Cam immediately understood. The Master does not want to grant the essence of life indiscriminately. And the rarer the thing, the more valuable it is, isn't it? Suddenly there was a sound behind them. Tian Cam, the beauty, gently turned around. She recognized this as the summoning signal of the nine-tailed fox sister. Just a moment later, all the main forces of Misty Mountain had a full house. This meeting, the nine-tailed fox will be the chair of the conference. The mutant buffalo asked, "Big sister, what's the matter with summoning us today?" The nine-tailed fox immediately asked Snake Girl to speak. Snake Girl today has to speak in front of the crowd. This probably makes her nervous, so she was sweating profusely, or there is a big problem. Snake Girl nodded slightly and began to say, "On this continent, there exist many powerful mutant beast forces. The mutant beast corps of Australia that we encountered before is also one of them, although the strength is uneven, but there are also those who hold outstandingly large power, such as the Desert Lord in the Western Wilderness, the pair of black and white mutant foxes dominating the ancient forest, the black eagle dominating the sky, the blood wolf dominating the grassland, the 4 giant worm kings dominating the northern polar region." Hearing this, the mutant leopard said, "I have lived in the polar region for so long, but I have not met one of the 4 worm kings." Snake Girl replied, "That's because of the divine tree. When there is the presence of his spiritual power, they dare not stick their heads out." Snake Girl continued, "And among those mutant beasts, only the mutant beast corps of Australia of extraterrestrial origin is directly on par with us, and very likely, they have become stronger than us." Saying this, Snake Girl exuded a tense chill on her face. The nine-tailed fox then took over. "Today everyone here, besides telling everyone about the big forces, more importantly, the mutant beast corps of Australia has declared war on us, so we have to prepare thoroughly, and also go to ally with other forces. This is a command." The nine-tailed fox swept her eyes over all her teammates in front of her, then she continued, "We can't just stand still waiting for them to come and hit us, nor can we rely on the protection of the Master forever." At this time, the mutant elephant asked, "Having said that, but what should we do?" On the tree branch, Aki spoke. Not long ago I discovered the Qing dynasty, where the Fox clan is dominating, but there is a war going on there. Countless mutant beasts have started to fight. The nine-tailed fox's eyes lit up. She gently said, the reason for that war I still don't know, so I'm still considering whether to take action or not. Indeed, that place is the ancestral origin of the nine-tailed fox. Even, the pair of black and white foxes once saw the nine-tailed fox during the battle for the divine flower. The mutant buffalo pondered for a while and said, the battle between these mutant beasts, nothing more than territory and resources, or there is a huge treasure. Tian Kam listened to everything, but she was not used to participating in such tense discussions. Besides praising others for being handsome after evolution, she only talked about trivial things. But at this time, she knew in her heart, if there is the service of the Fox clan, then the strength of Misty Mountain will be greatly improved. Just a pity, it is too dangerous there, countless powerful beasts lurking divided into factions. If they get involved in their war, it is a dangerous action. A strong male voice rang out, I am willing to go there, give it to me. That was Golden Ant, a very brave warrior. He said, let me go, whether it is a territorial war or a treasure, I will handle it beautifully. I can't live under the protection of the divine tree forever. The dinosaur next to him also spoke up, I'm also tired of this boring life. Let me go too, I want to live in passion. I want to punch others, I have a passion that is to tear others into pieces. Hearing this, the mutant wild boar and golden monkey felt cold. They couldn't believe they were still safe after being with this guy for so long. Tian Kam immediately stood up, one hand holding Golden Ant's head, and said loudly, if Golden Ant goes, I will also go. He is too impulsive, I will watch him. Beautiful Tian Kam, really want to stick with Golden Ant for life? But not only Tian Kam, the mutant mantis also shouted, no, if Golden Ant goes, I will also go, he and I are partners. The white tiger also didn't want to lose, he roared decisively and said, everyone will die. The translator Tian Kam translated, it's him who also wants to go. The nine-tailed fox looked at her brave brothers and sisters and gently said, do you all know the consequences after leaving Misty Mountain? You have to take care of your own life and death. Everyone answered in unison, understood. The nine-tailed fox felt a little shaken in her soul. They were really serious, not the playful guys before. They had grown up a lot, and were very united. Nine Tails said calmly, okay. But there is one thing you all have to promise me, that is to survive and come back. Nine Tails and the mutant buffalo stood on a high rock looking into the distance, feeling a little uneasy in their hearts. The mutant buffalo said, big sister, I'm not at ease about them. Nine Tails understood the feelings of the mutant buffalo. In this group, they were very close, the oldest members of Misty Mountain. The mutant buffalo always acted as an older brother protecting his siblings. Nine Tails also felt the same, but she still comforted the mutant buffalo. Don't worry, this day has to come anyway, even if there are thorns, they have to go. Nine Tails said decisively, Buffalo, let them go out, it's time. The buffalo immediately obeyed. The mutant buffalo was responsible for managing the defense of the entire Misty Mountain. The mutant buffalo also found out, this big sister of his, although cold outside, but the heart is very warm, through the eyes. He knew that Nine Tails was also very worried about these little ones. Because in fact, even though Qing Dynasty is a small mountainous area, there are also many powerful mutant beasts. Moreover, on the battlefield, anything can happen. Elsewhere, the white tiger is crying bitterly, the mutant spider and the mutant hedgehog are comforting him. Come on, brother, Nine Tails didn't let you go because she's afraid you can't distinguish between friend and foe. Cheer up, brother. The mutant buffalo went to a stone cave, where a huge figure was sitting quietly, his red eyes staring intently. The mutant buffalo slowly said, it's time for everyone to take action. The face there nodded slightly. It seemed to be the leader of the mutant gorilla. On this side of the ocean, the sea is rough. A blue light strayed up from the bottom of the sea. Here, there are a few dark figures of sea creatures gathering, and a giant whale, carrying a small island on its back. Four mysterious creatures stood together, seemingly listening to the instructions of the giant whale. The giant whale said solemnly, I don't have much time left. I'm about to sink into a long sleep. The next time I open my eyes, I want to see the glory of the sea race spread to every corner of the seabed, even every inch of the continent. Your mission is to take over the land at all costs." The giant whale put his eyes closer to the creatures and ordered, "Prepare to declare war. This world will belong entirely to the ocean." The 4 creatures could only remain silent. They had no right to speak, or it could be said, this was a supreme command, not a meeting. End of chapter 147.